Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be working on my LP, which is an Ibanez Geo, but I love the neck and the sound on this thing. I won't even change the stock pickups, it sounds so good. I've used it on my recordings of my music. So we're going to put some locking tuners on this today, and we're going to restring it and do a little bit of work on the frets. Just going to clean them up. So give us a like and a subscribe if you enjoy the content. So let's get going. Now there's nothing wrong with these tuners at all. I just like locking tuners. And the stock ones, the only thing is the E. Sometimes I got to retune that. The rest of them are great. So I'm going to check and see if these shafts actually work on the locking tuners. Because if they do, I'm just going to leave the original stock stuff on there. And they do. So I'm going to leave the original stock stuff on there as far as the ferrule and the other piece here. So we'll do that. Just going to leave those on there. Take these off when I flip it over. And we're going to put some nickel wound D'Addario XL 10 to 46s. That's what I play on my LPs. I also use DRs, but the store I went to today didn't have my DRs. So I said, you know what? Let me go with the D'Addarios because that's what I use on all my other guitars. I only use the DRs normally on my LPs. And my double cutaway. But we will see what that brings. And if you'll notice, these are exactly the same. And that's why I bought these particular locking tuners. Because a lot of the Chinese or Indonesian or whatever it might be, guitars have this type of tuner. And it's an easy swap over. All right, we got all 6 of those guys. And that's not going to work on this particular one. So, let me go to this guy. Also, when I change these over, I reuse the screws, if they're good, from what we have here. So what I'm going to do now is, because those are good, all good now that I've checked them out, I'm going to put those in here. And then put the others that I'm going to reuse in my little caddy here. Because I'll put all these tuners that are coming off of here back in the bag and save those in case I were to ever sell it, or if I had an issue and needed to change the tuners back out, because these aren't bad, but they're not great. Wish I could have got the screw gun to work, because this would have been much quicker. But sometimes these are really dainty, and you're better off just doing it this way. I feel like I'm even having a hard time getting in there with that one. It's one of my really small screwdriver. That's not stripped, so we'll reuse it. Don't mind my shaking, that's from my medications because I've had a heart transplant. I tend to shake with that, or if my sugar goes low, but I know it's not low because I just ate a little out. Double check these shafts, make sure they're the same. And boom, perfect tight fit. Looking at the guitar the wrong way. Yep, so they'll just pop right in there. Cool. So these I'm just going to put aside, and I'll put those back in the bag later. And then these ferrules here are the new ones. I'm just going to take those and put them over there too. And I'll put those back in the bag and keep those, since these are good. And they also line right up with the holes. Nice, perfect, tight fit. Much better than what was in there. So they're all lined up. Now the fun part, to put them back in. You might not have the best angle on this because of the way the neck is sitting, but that's an LP. And I'll just tighten these down. I'll go back and tighten them more later after I tighten the front side, because the front side tends to, I got the wrong glasses. Let's swap those out. That's called over 50, guys. Set those right there. I'm trying to do it the way I normally would, but it's not going to fit in there. It's the tight fit. I do a lot of 6 rights instead of 3 L's and 3 R's. This has been a long time coming with this guitar here, because I've wanted to change these out for some time. And there I go. That's why I don't do edited videos. I like you guys to see all the little nuances of making mistakes. Make sure they're down on there tight. All right, getting there. And this here's like a $20 upgrade. I bought this guitar 3 years ago for $150 used. I stole it because this thing is amazing. It really is. It's one of my best guitars as far as the tone, the sound, the ease of playing with the neck. It's just what I like. To each their own. Some guys got to have a Gibson. Doesn't matter to me. I just like if it's a playable guitar. Let's see. I'm sure I got all of these because I got an extra screw here. Well, I got all of these. That must be from the other one. Sure is. All right. So let's get to the good part. Show you how these just all fit right in. This way you don't have any, different markings on the neck from the factory. And I'll come back and snug these all up in a minute. Remember to always make sure your shiny side is out on the washers. So I'm going to tighten these all up now. Just want to get them good and snug. You don't want to over tighten them too much and mess up and dent the paint. That's why I don't like to use a socket with a wrench. So I've seen guys do that, and that just messes up your guitar. You either gotta have the impact type screwdriver, or a electric drill, or a battery operated. Or you just gotta be really gentle with it, like I am. That's kind of just where I'm at. All right, so they're all tightened. Flip that guy back over. And now these will all need a little bit more, because that really sucks them into the socket. All right, we're all lined up and in business. Now we got some smooth tuners. Cool. All right, just checking my time. I don't want to go too long and lose people, lose their attention. So when I do my frets, I just like here. I know I'm noticing. I got a little bit of indentation. So what I'm going to do is grab my fret file. This guitar I bought used. And when you buy guitars used, sometimes you gotta tighten them up. But there's no playability issues with this guitar. But I don't want to take them down too much, just a little bit. I don't want to start having playability problems. Because these are always, with cowboy chords, these are the ones that get played the most, right up here. Everything else looks good. A little bit more on that guy on this side. This guitar's got a lot of play for me. Who knows who, this guitar hasn't been made in a while. They stopped making the LP style for quite some time. I don't know if they're still making them now. I haven't really looked, but I'll be right back. Let's change my cleaner here, my wood cleaner. I'm going to clean the fretboard. I will also clean my frets. They weren't very bad at all. Since the last time I did them, they didn't get too bad. So. Let's see. All right, that looks good. Now all we got to do is restring it. Other than that, I shouldn't have any fret issue, but we'll double check just to make sure. All right, let's see. Right there, I got a little bit of resistance, so we're gonna just touch these ends. Just real light. go. Feels good now. Good to go. Keep it back in its home. And that's it. I'll restring this and I'll come back in another video and I will play it for you guys. So thanks for watching. If you like the content, give us a subscribe and like. And we will see you next time.